Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to the Halo Championship Series Fall Seasonal Finals. Of course, where we're counting down, we're ramping up. The hype continues as we get closer to crowning a champion for North America. Only 3 teams remain. Straight ripping our first team knocked out of the finals here, taking home $15,000 though, which is okay. But the $75,000 first place prize still on the minds of our remaining 3 teams, Liquid, Optic, and Envyus. I'm Axel Tosh, joined here by Walshy and Elamite. Gentlemen, how's your day going so far as we ramp up to that championship match?
Going great, especially after that last match. What a close series between Liquid and Straight Rippin'.
Yeah, I mean, we saw 2 blowouts to start off the day, and then all of a sudden answered back with a Game 7 epic close rig slayer where Sparn and Commonly especially were just going off and securing their team that win.
What a show there from Liquid, having to win when it absolutely matters and doing it time and time again. But let's take another look at the bracket of this weekend. Team Envyus, Straight Rippin' started things off. Envyus with a very smooth 4-0, and somehow Optic Gaming making it look even smoother with their 4-0 over Team Liquid. And that's the matchup of the Titans waiting for us in the next match, Envyus versus Optic in the winner's final. And there you see in the lower bracket, Team Liquid with the reverse sweep going down 0-3, but then having the resolve somehow, some way, winning 4 in a row to stay alive in this tournament. But no matter who they face, it's still going to be quite the task as they are facing the loser of Optic versus Envyus, which is coming up next. Let's start talking about it. Oh my gosh, gentlemen, we've been waiting for this moment. We saw the brackets, we were making our predictions, and we're like, okay, probably going to be Envyus versus Optic in that winner's final, and this really sets up an epic match for us.
Yeah, we've been waiting for this live matchup since Orange County. Prior to this, we've only just seen them playing online through the HCS Pro League, where Envy has been coming ahead in some of those engagements, but at the same time, we've talked about Optic being this ridiculous squad on LAN.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Envyus beat Optic Gaming in a best-of-5 and then a 3-0 as well. So Envyus clearly getting the better of Optic Gaming during the regular season. But like you pointed out, Dave, Esports Arena was a 4-0 victory for Optic Gaming over this Team Envyus squad.
There you see the lineup for Envyus. Hook, definitely a player to watch. 16 years old and making huge strides in the FPS world. But there you see Optic Gaming. They are no stranger to success in a LAN environment. Here's a look at their roster.
Yeah, we got Royal 2, Snakebite, Lethal, and Frosty. Just 4 dominant players. Everyone just doing everything right. I think one thing we generally do as commentators, and when we see on like montage clips, we just look for those no-scope plays and those ridiculous shots. But these guys just make so few mistakes. That's why I like to highlight about Optic the most. They're always in the right position. They're rarely ever jumping out and challenging, giving up a sniper in a situation that they shouldn't.
It always looks like Optic has just more information than the other teams, whether or not they need to be backing down, whether or not they have the numbers advantage, when to play aggressive, when to play passive. Optic always does that almost to perfection.
We're moments away from potentially the matchup of the tournament thus far, Envyus versus Optic Gaming. I'll remind you guys watching at home, let us know who you want to win in the Twitch chat. Who are you rooting for? Also, hit us up on Twitter. Use the hashtag HCS, and your tweet might appear on stream. Are you supporting Optic Gaming, or are you supporting Envyus? Definitely let us know. But you know this is coming, gentlemen. We're playing the prediction game all weekend long. I need a score.
Favorite game.
I need a score line from you guys. I need a score line from you guys. It's a best-of-7. It's Optic. It's Envyus. Who you got?
With how Optic was playing earlier in that Liquid series, I'm going to say 4-1 Optic Gaming.
Wow.
Yeah, I see it going in Optic Gaming's favor as well. Based on this first 2 series and what we saw from both teams, clearly they looked like a step above most of the teams or the Liquid and Straight Rippin' squads that we had here in the 3rd and 4th seeds. But like we said, Envyus, they've got a lot to prove here, and Optic, they are not taking this tournament lightly, and they already made a statement here against Liquid.
Remember, the winner of this match advances to the grand final. The loser is not out just yet, as they'll fall down to the lower bracket to face off against Liquid. But it's about time to get going. It's Envyus versus Optic here at the Halo Championship Series. There's a good chance the winner of this match will go on to win the entire tournament. You know these guys are focused, they're in the zone, and they're ready to play some Halo. Let's go over to the Xfinity desk with T-Squared and Strongside with the commentary. Take it away, guys.
Oh yeah, it is time. Everyone's been waiting for this match, right, Mike? It's Optic Gaming taking on Envy. If anyone had any type of sane predictions, unlike me, this is what you would have predicted going on. Again, they came out so hot. Double 4-0s for both of these guys against some pretty good teams. I mean, you just saw Straight Rippin' and Liquid. They were slow out of the gates, but they really started to turn it on. And taking a look at the game types, it's going to be Plaza Strongholds, Rig Slayer, Coliseum CTF, Rig Strongholds, Plaza again. So look at that. There's whoever's going to be the better Plaza and Rig team is going to have a huge advantage going forward. Then obviously Fathom CTF, it goes to game 7, something that Lethal is very familiar with. That is Regret.
Yeah, I mean, quite the matchup here. Very interesting to see, yeah, Plaza and the Rig come out so often between the teams that they chose not to veto those. And I mean, it really does come down to who's better on these 2 maps. But this is the battle of the Titans here. Optic Gaming versus Team Envyus. Tom, you've asked me the question many times. Who do you think's going to win in this matchup?
It's tough to say. I mean, Strongholds on Plaza. Oh, man. I don't know. I just got to say that I was really impressed with Alumni coaching, and he could be a very big difference maker here. But I'm going to have to give the series to Optic Gaming just like Dave and Kyle did, because I don't want to be wrong anymore, and I'm tired of being made fun of when we're not on camera anymore.
All right, well, it's going to be Strongholds on Plaza, Optic Gaming versus Team Envyus. Let us know at home, who do you think is going to win using the hashtag HCS. We're going to kick things off with Pistola as they make their way straight for the top middle to pick up this camo. You already see Hook making his run down to bottom middle. Pistola there trying to finish up the kill on Frosty. Frosty stays alive, and a nicely placed grenade from Lethal to take down Pistola. Now over to Frosty, just kind of staying alive right here as best as he can, gets his shields back, and his team will capture both nests and basement. The 2 strongholds you want to be capturing throughout the entire map. Optic Gaming already on a tear. That's 2 down for Envy.
Ooh, a little early for the body disrespect. What do you think, Mike?
It definitely is a little bit early, but I mean, I guess they're just trying to get straight into their heads. Like, yeah, I mean, Envy just witnessed the quick 4-0 to Liquid, and Liquid put up a good fight against them at HCS Las Vegas, so you got to think that's got to be in the back of their mind, like, all right, we've got a lot of work cut out for us here, but we got to try and forget that, and Optic Gaming's not going to let them by just doing that type of stuff.
Confidence-wise, it's safe to say that Optic Gaming is going to be the more confident team in terms of this series, just based on their track record. Right?
I got to actually cut you off real quick. We're at 1 minute and 15 seconds right now, and Team Envy only has 1 kill.
No way, really?
1 kill. On the other side, Optic Gaming has 9 kills. So we have 3 gooses right now. Mikwin sniped down.
They're technically geese.
Technically geese, yeah,
yes.
Geese, not gooses.
A bunch of geese running around right now on Team Envy, but right now they do capture bottom middle, so hey, they don't need kills as long as they're racking up strongholds. I want the first team to ever win a strongholds game without getting a kill, but either way, I like the Frosty positioning right here, sitting up over towards S4 with that shotgun. He can just drop down at Nest at his leisure, do whatever he wants, and Optic Gaming, they're not even worried about those couple of little petty, minuscule points that Envy just put on the board. They're looking for the triple cap, and they're trying to rack up points quickly.
Well, Frosty just is on a tear. He has yet to die this game yet. This is 16 kills for Optic Gaming, only 4 for Envy. Mikwin without a kill, Snipe down without a kill as well. And now we see the trip cap just still in effect. Envy trying to stop that. They're able to capture the yard, but they are still bleeding. Not able to really get any type of control right now. They're always 1 or 2 dead. They have all 4 players up right now. This is their chance to make a move. You do have camo available top middle as well. That did get picked up by Pistola, so let's see if Envy can use that to their advantage. But 2 players down, Snipe down and Mikwin fall. Pistola picks up a kill, but I don't know if this is going to be enough.
Oh, he showed. Nice nade by Ola, though, to back off Lethal. One of the things that I wanted to point out was how Lethal slow played that and valued his life for a really long time, so that was a nice job by him. But you're right, Mike, that camo was the huge difference maker over here, so let's switch on over to Ola.
All right, now all players on MV have picked up the kill, so no worries for a goose to happen.
Was Mikwin the goose?
Mikwin was the goose, but he has picked up the kill, so he has 1 kill. But let's stick with Pistola as 2 players go down from Optic Gaming. Make that 3. Last player is going to be Frosty. They're finding him and going to hunt him down. But what a play. That's got to be a reverse.
What a bad play. That was a good. Was that his name?
I said, what a play.
Yeah.
From Frosty.
I mean, that was just a bad play by Ola, just thrusting into a splinter grenade there. I'm not sure what he was necessarily thinking. He was 1 shot. All he had to do was take a better angle. I don't think he knew that nade was there. So, unfortunate turn of events, but I got to say, I'm pretty impressed with how bad Envy started this game, to fight back and only be down, 18 and counting is pretty solid by them. So let's see if they're able to weather this storm and keep it up.
All right, staying with Snakebite. Snakebite's gonna fall, so let's go over to Royal 2, see what this man is up to. He is 8 kills and 5 deaths right now, holding on to the Storm Rifle and Battle Rifle. Let's see if he's gonna be able to defend the cafe area. You're gonna see Envy potentially making a push over towards the nest. You've got Camo coming up in about 20 seconds right now, but Optic Gaming still just going on the terror with the slays. 30 kills for Optic Gaming, 18 for Envy. Really just punishing them in the slaying department and keeping them on death screen for as much as possible. Now we're seeing Optic Gaming really get control now, though, and put pressure over here by the loop. This is their favorite type of setup, is controlling the loop and controlling around the nest and out in the open part of the center of the map.
There's a camo for Frosty, putting that one into his chest right around that 729 mark. And Mike, I believe this is the 3rd triple cap that we're seeing out from Optic Gaming all in one game. A handful of their points coming from this setup. And Frosty can do whatever he wants. I mean, if he wanted to, he could just slow play this one because of the fact that Envy really only has one more push. He should just be trying to value his life. So a little bit too aggressive there from Frosty. That's the opportunity for Envy now. They have to push out towards bottom middle and probably driveway and try to get something going. But that's 2 kills in the favor of Envy. 1 guy, 1 shot. Huke is the last guy alive to possibly do anything. Meanwhile, you have Royal 2 going for that triple cap again, and they're gonna rack up more than enough points. As long as Envy doesn't go for Nest, this game is gonna be over, and it is. Game number 1 going on over to Optic Gaming in very dominating fashion.
They are still en route and undefeated. Maybe going for that shot at, they lost this turn.
I mean, if you keep saying that after every game, like, they're gonna lose.
I have to.
All right.
I don't know. I don't think I'm jinxing it.
Are you trying to jinx it because you guys had such an amazing run? Was it your team that went undefeated, the final boss team?
We did go undefeated. Now that you
so
bring
you're
it up,
trying to jinx this tournament right
up
now by mentioning this after every single game. Mike, you can't trick me. We know that you're a trickster.
Well, I'm just saying I've got a bet with Walshy. I'm also trying not to get pied.
That's true. Who did you bet on? You had Envy, right?
Anybody could beat Optic Gaming.
Anybody but Optic.
Yeah.
Well, you still got a couple series to go and a lot of games to be played, Mike, so don't hang your head too low. But I did see that the pies are ready. Pies are ready to go.
I heard about it. Let's take a look at these replays here. Just Optic Gaming really just getting into kind of final form here. And once they get set up and into their position on the map, holding the loop, holding the nest, and just holding around like the top middle bridge and by the hotel, there was really nothing Envy could do. It seemed like every attempt at an aggressive push from Envy, they would always have that first player fall, and then there would be 2 down. Yeah, they might take down 1 player from Optic Gaming, but they were always fighting a player down. It never seemed like they had an up on Optic Gaming.
Not at all. So now we move into the next game type, and this isn't necessarily a must-win for Envy, but you do not want to give Optic this continued momentum. And taking a look at the stats overall, Luke ended up somehow going positive throughout all of this, but everyone else on the team going negative. The slays were 39 to 25. Mike, seemed like it was much more one-sided than that. I mean, that's still a handful of kills more in such a short amount of time, but that was just a very, very impressive performance. We move into Slayer the Rig now, which Red team, they have a little bit of advantage in terms of being able to get that sniper rifle, being able to get that camouflage. The blue team, they're rewarded the shotgun and the plasma caster instead. So I want to see how Optic Gaming plays on these maps that are typically more advantageous for red base, and see if they have developed blue strategies to try to get some sort of advantage for themselves.
Yeah, and actually to kind of touch back on the tournaments where teams have not lost a game. Yeah, we did that at 2007 National Champs, but there was also Instinct who did that at a regular MLG tournament. You've got Towie over there waving his hand. He was a part of that squad when that happened, but there has been a couple teams to win a tournament without losing a single game. We're going to be going into game number 2, Slayer on the Rig. You definitely don't want the sniper rifle to get into the hands of any player on Optic Gaming. Envy is going to have to focus on getting to that camo, getting to that sniper rifle right at the start of the game. They cannot slow up. They have to keep up that aggression. We're going to kick things off with Snipe Down as he is doing just that.
I wonder where he's going to go in the beginning of the game. Great for that sniper rifle, trying to land a no-scope onto Frosty. Frosty got extremely aggressive over towards the barrel side, and I'm surprised that he even got an opportunity to take Snipe Down to no shields. So there it is, as I was saying, red side, they do have that advantage coming in to Rig Slayer. And Snipe Down puts that sniper rifle into his back pocket and just rotates it all the way over towards back carbine area and gives Optic Gaming the spawns over towards the bunker. So we'll find out if those kills were worth coughing up some of the position, or maybe if Optic Gaming could potentially try to break this setup. Here we go into observer mode. You can see the player outlines, all 4 players for Optic Gaming. Here comes the flood.
Let's see if he can hold him back. Snipe Down takes down 1, goes for 2. Yes, indeed, that's the double kill. That's 3 down for Optic Gaming. They're able to fend off every single player. Now 8-2. Envy looking pretty strong here at the start of the game. Yeah, we got some time to go, but you've got the caster in Hook's hand as well. Picking up a double kill, looking to go for that triple off screen. Mikwin's gonna fall, and look at this. Envy just deciding they are not gonna slow up. They wanna put that pressure on Optic Gaming and make sure that they are not the ones getting pushed on constantly throughout the game. So you have Envy making a phenomenal push back to the inner part of the map, just completely flooding from the caster side of the map and from the tower, sending 2 people each way and just collapsing and forcing those players back into the bunker.
Completely different start to this game than Plaza. So Optic Gaming, what's the plan here, Mike? What do you do? I say that you just camp it out, wait for the camo, and wait for some sort of action to start on the map. The last thing that you want to do is die right around that time. Instead, it looks like they're going to try to make a push right before the camo goes up, so possibly they can get the kills and the camo at the same time. Pretty risky. We'll see if it pays off. That's a killing spree for Snipe Down every time he gets this weapon, just putting it to serious work. And we all know after seeing that series between Liquid and Straight Rippin', that can be the turning point of the game. There's another headshot onto Snakebite as he was sprinting down over towards bottom nest, and he's rotated pretty much all the way around the map twice, Mike.
Yep, he is just playing ring around the rosy with Optic Gaming right now. Snipe Down, another headshot to add to the count on Lethal. Looking for another player, maybe at top tower. As for us, we can see no players around there, trying to find out where these players are coming from. Spots a player at top tower, narrowly misses that snipe. Does have Mikwin engaged in a battle over by the yellow corner. Another headshot on the same player. That's Lethal again, getting picked off by Snipe Down. 1 shot left. Can he connect? He does get the body shot. That player's weak. Snipe Down is playing aggressive, making sure that that kill will be picked up. And the aggression that we saw from Optic Gaming before, we are seeing the exact opposite now for Team Envy. The sniper's up, and they've got control of it once again.
There's so much going on right now in terms of the baiting and switching and collapsing going on from Envy. I'm sure their communication has to be on point right now. I mean, if this game was to continue at this pace, it would be 50-16. Insane.
Right now, Frosty has 0 kills, and Snipe Down has 9 kills. He's 1 kill away from a killing frenzy with 0 deaths. He's yet to die this game, trying to connect and find a player. Yes, he does it. Snipe Down for the killing frenzy, and this man is still going, doing his best to stay alive. Tries to stay alive a little bit longer, but he cannot. His teammate will be there to pick up a few more kills.
Snipe Down with the killing frenzy. Now I want to go in on board with Envy for listening to see what their comms are like.
There's a guy mid-cat. Look at Caster. He's on me on the 2 side. I can't see. He's back ledge. That weak. Car, right below him. He's still on the bat ledge. Still on the bat ledge. Okay, I gotta get a different. Top nest. I gotta get a different. 2 guys top nest weak. One's bat ledge weak. Stay alive if you're weak. Mid-cat right on. Mid-cat going. I died. They're gonna push. Watch out white corner. He's white hole. White left side. I have snipe top bat ledge side. There's 2 bat ledge side. Yo, pushing you into 2, I think. And basement. Basement door. Camos like spawn bunker. Into 2 weak. Basement window, and snipe ball. Outside weak, Frosty. I have snipe guys, but camo. In the 20s somewhere. You too, guys. There's a guy hiding right around the door. I got one. Guys, there's a guy hiding right around the E2 corner. Right around the E2 corner. I need he's up there. Camo's up. He's hiding right under you. Top rail weak. Careful weak. It's up there. I can get it. Good job, Ola. Trying to live with this. One shot. I got him. Connect. One shot. 6 on me. Frosty, 1 shot as well. Good job. 2 down. We can do whatever we want right here. We can do whatever we want. I'm gonna push to the place to snipe. We can't play gay. There's that bottom nest, I think. Watch it. Got one.
Shit, still baiting here. I'm making sure they don't spawn back behind us. Just stay alive.
Another guy, bad edge.
Connector
or something? Connector. Yeah, connector on me.
Pushing up now. Pushing up now.
Connector on me, Kyler. Eric's pushing. There's carbine.
Hey, SMG, Eric, behind us.
I got him through. Yeah.
There's SMG behind us.
Where's he going?
On the carbine. There's another guy at E2. Go look out. Just stay alive. Let's go to carbine. 200 carbine.
The amount of small talk going on right now for Envy is putting Optic Gaming on their heels in conjunction with the amount of shots that these guys are hitting. As I say that, Mikwin, it's like a magnet right to the head over there. Frosty gets taken down, the no shields. He's gonna have to back off. Mike, I think that this one is just about over.
Yeah, I mean, it does not look like Optic stands a chance here at all. With the snipes that Mikwin and Snipedown are hitting this game, there's no chance Optic Gaming makes a comeback. I mean, they're so far behind. We may even see a stake against Optic Gaming. I don't know if that's ever happened.
It's definitely happened, but it's very, very rare. I don't know, though, so we'll see. We'll have to get confirmation on that from the back. But either way, this is a very good sign for Envy fans because we were talking about, yeah, they could possibly come back from being down 2-0, especially after Liquid with the reverse sweep. You can necessarily say that anything can happen, but this is just a complete buzzkill for Optic Gaming in terms of, you know, just completely halting whatever momentum that they may necessarily had or any possible confidence that they may necessarily had. But these guys, you know, they're veterans. They're, you know, pulling off ridiculous double kills to make sure that they don't get staked, Mike, because they heard you. So we'll find out if they're able to bounce back in the next game because this series is definitely going to be tied up 1-1.
Well, there it is. There won't be staked anymore, but 2 kills remain to close out the game. Lethal does have some sniper ammo here to potentially slowly bring this back. This would be an insane comeback if that happens, but Team Envyus is kind of in this, they could kind of play the mentality where, hey, let's just charge because we can't lose. Charge all 4 players, just try and get one, and then maybe do that rotation again. But look at this, Lethal picking up another headshot, swaps that out, picks up the shotgun. Team Envy still needs 2 kills. Right now, Optic Gaming is slowly bringing this back right now. Lethal checks the scoreboard for a second. It's 48-36. Now you're going to see Optic Gaming keep making that push over there, but 1 kill away for Team Envy. Trying to close this out. There's a player on Lethal. He gets naded, trying to stay alive, and he'll be taken down. Team Envyus takes game number 2. We're all tied up 1-1. There you see Team Envyus staying pretty calm. You've got the fans here roaring upon each sniper from Mikwin and Snipedown throughout that entire match. We saw the killing frenzy from Snipedown. Incredible plays from him, going 10-0 at the start of the game. Throughout that listening, we also heard Alumni say, we can do whatever we want right now. The game is in our hands. We can do whatever we want. We can play passive and sit back, or we can make pushes and play aggressive and flush them out like we've been doing the whole game.
I thought I saw one of them set their controllers down and start snacking or something like that because that's how big of a lead that they had, mainly because Hook and Snipedown just completely dominating. There was a point in time where Hook and Snipedown both had killing sprees to start the game without any deaths, and that's what you need because you saw Optic Gaming without those, you know, killing frenzies or killing sprees by Mikwin, Hook, and Snipedown. That game would have been in favor of Optic, so it's crazy to see how close that ended up being towards the end. And those kills mean a lot for Optic just to try to regain some sort of momentum in this series because it was all Envy. They could have just steamrolled, moved into CTF Coliseum extremely confident, but at least Lethal got the snipe in his hands, got to shoot a couple shots with it. That's going to go over well going into this next game.
Coliseum CTF though, this is Optic Gaming's game type. We've seen them time and time again dominate their competition on this game type, so much that almost every team has made sure that they don't have to play this game type against them. But now we're seeing Envy not veto this game type, putting up the challenge, saying, we can take you out in Coliseum CTF. They've practiced. They've probably watched some of the films from Optic Gaming, been seeing what they do, trying to counter their open strategies. Got to talk to Pistola a little bit earlier, and he was talking about how Optic Gaming has so many different beginning strats to each one of their game types. They're always changing it up, so you never know what they're going to do. And you and I both know beginning strategies are so key. One beginning strat can set the momentum for the rest of the game, could set you up for the rest of the series, but give you an early flag cap or get you the handful of power weapons at the start of the game, which can easily keep up that momentum throughout the game.
You can snowball it. You can completely snowball it, and Halo 5, with all the mechanics, how fast you can spin around the map, the games end very, very quickly. The Slayers, they slow down a little bit more, but the getting strategies, especially in objective games, Mike, are very, very important.
Right, you are. So now we are playing Capture the Flag on Coliseum. 3 captures to win. You've got Sniper, you've got Scattershot, you've got Rockets up there on the top perch.
And we got Hook.
And we've got Hook. Now we've seen what Frosty's done early on in the beginning of games, sometimes picking up that Sniper and going off. We've seen Hook do similar things as well, but both Sniper and Rockets are still up. You see that Sniper is picked up. Hook picks up a kill. That's 2 down for Envy. 3 down for Envy, though. Hook is the last one trying to make a move as his teammates are spawning up. Will pick up a clutch kill on Royal to evade a rocket that shot at him as well, and trying to chase down that rocket player. Not going to be able to, as that splinter grenade cuts him off. He's going to have to abandon that player. Sniper looks like it will be taken down on the ledge, and that will fall off the map. So no Sniperino for anyone to use that to try and get a cap. Nice SMG from Hook. He spots the scatter. Nice little gift, nice little present. Hey, you can pick this up down here. Trying to spot this player up top. Almost takes himself down deep.
It's interesting because the SMG would have probably been a little bit better for taking that shields down above him, but you can't just pass up the scatter shot as you go by it. So I like where Hook's head was at, but it was just unfortunate.
What a nade.
Enemy placement coming out. Yeah, you're seeing a lot of really good individually skilled plays coming out from these guys, as you should. I mean, this is the finals. These are the best players in the world. Take a look at Snipe down in this 1v1 over towards the elbow. He's going to back off to that and give that kill on over to Mikwin, and he's rotating now over towards top rocket side. And we saw Snipe down. He went rocket side a lot more than I was expecting, especially when he had that sniper rifle. But I like to see him do that because when you have snipe control, you really could use that player with the carbine, just anchoring that side of the map over there. But he realizes he's in danger, so now he's going to go over towards the enemy DMR and try to get some different angles. Lex grabbed the DMR instead of that carbine, but there's players all over him, and there's coming an elbow run over from the side of Optic Gaming. Let's see how far this flag is going to be able to go.
That flag is stopped on the elbow. You've got Frosty right there trying to pick it up. I was about to compliment that play from Snipe down right there as he kind of dipsy-doodled his way out of trouble there, but now Snakebite moving this flag all the way in. It's right there. He'll pick up a kill to close it out. You've got Royal 2 now trying to capture this flag. You've got players from Envy coming in, but
wow,
what a play by Royal 2 to just easily pick that up, get the capture. Optic Gaming is up 1-0 now, but a lot of time still left. Right now, it looks like you're going to see 2 players from Optic, 3 go down, make it almost 4. Frosty getting hunted down, doing everything he can to try and pick up a kill. This guy's still alive. Now Envy is making the run. You've got Pistola with the flag over at bottom Snipe, trying to get his shields back, waiting for cover. Look at Envy collapsing on the other side of the map, choking those spawns over by the elbow, doing exactly what they need to do. They take out Snakebite and Lethal. Envy's on the board. We're all tied up 1-1. Incredible plays from both teams to secure their caps.
Yeah, that's just a nice cap there from Envy and keeping their composure. And I really liked the small little play that we saw Royal 2 do on their 1 cap there. You touched base on it briefly, Mike, where he didn't drop all the way to the ground. He actually picked that up while he was on the flag podium, and that's why he was able to do it so quickly and capture that in one fluid motion. So nice job by both teams, and now we're going to have to see if Snipe Down and crew can try to run this flag, because they don't have the numbers, but they do have the positioning.
Yeah, right, you are. We're going to see Snipe Down making this move. We saw them toss the flag out earlier down to bottom middle, able to pick up 1 kill. Can't spot this other player. They do get 2 down. That flag's still alive. That's 3 down for Optic Gaming. Last player, top Rockets. Snipe Down fighting a 1v1 battle, but while that's happening, Pistola's already got the flag all the way back to his fridge. He's got to have the help from Team Envy. They've got Sniper. This looks like it's going in for flag cap number 2. Envy is up now in game number 3. And look at this, Envy already pushing out. They've got Snipe Down in the base of Optic Gaming, just keeping up that aggression, not slowing down. Mikwin picks up a kill, although Snipe Down does fall. Rockets will be up. If Envy can get control of these, they may be able to hold off Optic during this next push and then rally back and end the game for a 3rd cap.
Solo playing extremely sneaky over here towards the rocket side, but nice teamwork coming out from Optic Gaming. Those rockets flew all the way down towards front of red base or front of red elbow, so I want to see if anyone's going to be able to find those. But as that's happening, everybody on Optic Gaming dropping left and right. They do get a flag touch over there on the side, but it doesn't really mean much. You do have Solo with the rockets though, and this could be it for Envy. They only need one more capture, and they're in prime position to possibly help out Olo over here. You have one player already flanking, that's Hook over down towards the elbow. You have Snipe down pushing over there as well. If they can just get those kills, which Hook and Mikwin pick up too, all you have to do is kill these guys at their base or over at Snipe side, and this should be a flag run. That's 3 dead. Ola still not able to find any kills with those rockets. He wastes 4 of them and distracts as everyone is dying all around on the Optic Gaming side. And wow, Frosty just gave him a Frosty business card.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that. Now over to Snakebite as they start to make a push into the base. Envy's trying to push out over by the Snipe side to get the heck out of dodge so they're not getting stuck inside their base and collapsed on from every angle. Now you see a player from Optic Gaming pushing in from the elbow. Snakebite's on the bridge trying to lay down some cover fire. That flag is not going to be able to make it off that bridge though. We see Royal 2 fall, Frosty fall as well. So this is not going to be a flag run. It will get reset, but Snakebite has other plans. He wants to keep this flag going. He's going to start this off by running it towards the elbow, but he's going to have to take some time. And what a call by a teammate there, or something, by really being aware and knowing that that player is sneaking up on him there. Now you're going to see him make this play all the way towards the elbow, tosses it all the way down. That flag will be rallied by Lethal. What a rally by the guys of Optic Gaming. That flag is still being rallied. So 2 players from Optic Gaming fall. Snakebite gets it, but as he goes for the capture, Pistola gets a flag touch. They need to get that return, and it looks like we will be tied up 2-2.
Frosty trying to find the rocket player, which was Hook, and this game could have been over if Ola just had a little bit better. That little 10 to 15 second spree was kind of ugly from Ola's point of view. Didn't hit any of those rockets, and that was the opportunity that Envy had to go up 2-1 in this series. Let's see if Optic Gaming can capitalize. They already have by putting in 1 flag cap, but they were down 2-1, so they're gonna need 1 more here to go back and regain control of the series.
All right, well, let's move on over to the Envy side. Let's see. Actually, Lethal does have the sniper, so let's stay on board with him. See if they're going to be able to use this to their advantage. He's going to fall now over to Hook with the rockets. They're moving this flag quickly. That's going to be 2 down for Optic Gaming. He's going to need a teammate to potentially pick up this flag. Watch out for spawners that may spawn over by the elbow or cave. Hook's still just getting pinged, not able to get his shields back. Player is bottom middle. Hook gets a grenade, but he does fall. That's going to be 2 down for Envy, about to be 3. Across the map, Mikwin comes in to take down Frosty with that sniper rifle.
Nice shot by Mikwin, because Frosty was about to kill one of his teammates at the same time, so they ended up pitching him, getting that sniper rifle out of his hands, and now the map's kind of reset here. However, you do have that sniper rifle, which was dropped by Frosty, now in the hands of Snakebite, and we haven't hopped on board with Snakebite's point of view quite yet, but this guy has been playing very good Halo today.
Yeah, it has been phenomenal. So let's stay here with Snakebite. Looks like Optic Gaming's pushing in from the elbow right now. That's 1 down for Envy. Let's see if they're able to get this.
That was a funny little snipe there on a Lethal from Snakebite. Nice headshot, though, on the guy in the window. This is the last guy alive down in the grass. It's 4 dead now. This flag's being returned, and they're already running it. All Snakebite has to do is watch the elbow and call out to his teammates that he's watching it. They do pop up and spawn there. This is going to be game unless the flag does get fumbled over here. Frosty, he's not going to fumble the flag. He's going to do that perfect ground pound. And Optic Gaming, they go up 2-1. Ola with the huge misplay with the rockets when they had 3 dead. Frosty with the amazing ground pound. They turned it right back on their heads.
Yeah, you see the smiles there from Optic Gaming, feeling good after that win. Definitely one of their better game types. Definitely had to expect them to win, but let's take a look at the stats here. These guys went off. Pull these stats up. We had a good amount of kills here.
Assists from Royal 2. That's very uncharacteristic.
Frosty.
Usually you'd see anyone but Royal 2 with the most assists on the game. Usually he's the guy going off in terms of the slays. But overall, what were the total kills, Mike? It was 60-52. Optic Gaming got outslayed and still won that game. That's a great sign for them.
Yeah, with Envy taking the lead there, they still hung on and got control of those rockets and the sniper. And definitely, they always capitalize with those power weapons. They don't ever let them go to waste. Sometimes we'll see teams just really kind of go through the rotation. Yeah, they'll pick up kills with the rockets, they'll pick up kills with the sniper, but it's not to any benefit. It's just, hey, let me add some points to my stat line. It's never like, that kill right there, that helped us get that flag back, or that helped us get into their base getting the flag.
And we're looking at this man, Mikwin, right now. I believe we did have a little bit of an interview with him to see how he feels about his rematch.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Strongside. I'm here with Mikwin from Team Envyus. You guys just swept straight ripping in a dominant fashion. You guys are now in the winners finals against Optic Gaming. How are you feeling going into this match?
About as good as you can. I mean, everyone knows what Optic's capable of at tournaments and what they do at tournaments. So they showed it against Liquid, and we just got to bring our A game. I think that we had our A game against Straight, but just keep that up. It's the best we can do.
Does it worry you seeing that Optic Gaming dominated them so much in the quick 4-0 fashion, and kind of how well they put up a fight against you at HCS Las Vegas? Does that worry you at all?
No, I mean, Liquid's a good team, but I feel like Liquid is a really matchup-heavy team, and I feel like they've always matched up really well against us, but not that great against Optic. So therefore, seeing that wasn't much of a surprise. I think Liquid's a great team, but Optic just has their number. And Vegas, or OC rather, we didn't really think about OC too much. We just knew going into that was going to be much needed practice and something that would help us as a team. And that's why we tried to go to every LAN between the start of our team until now, just because we needed that experience.
So going into the winner bracket finals, what is your team most focused on making sure that you guys are kind of on top of going up against Optic Gaming?
Just don't go toe-to-toe with them. I mean, if you do that, then it becomes a 50-50. You know, they're 4 of the best players in the world, and I think that we're 4 of the best players in the world as well. But you know, win so many individual fights, you can't rely on it. So just good teamwork, good plays, efficient, not screwing up too often.
Cool. All right. Well, best of luck in the winner bracket finals, and back to you guys.
All right, what an interview that entire time. And now I just want to pick that fuzzy off of his beanie. Someone please go get that fuzzy.
Well, let's see if Mikwin and squad can do it. Don't go toe-to-toe. Don't fight those 1v1s. Try and work together as a squad. And it seems like they've got everything else under control. This game, I'd definitely love to hop into a listen-in with Team Envyus to hear what their team communication's like. Because when we were listening to Optic Gaming earlier on, we saw the calmness and moments of like urgency, but overall calm. So who do you want to kick things off with here, just going into the match?
Let's go with our boy Mikwin, who did have that great interview and had some very wise words to say about matchups. I think that that's the big key here that we're seeing in the fall finals. But we're going to go with a little bit of listening to start this game.
Straight through engine 2. He's back bunker right now. Top pipes with shotgun. Top pipes.
I got kill weight, bottom.
Absolute back bunker.
Shot back connector, guys. Absolute back connector.
He's going for it.
He
grabbed it at 38.
Oh, did he? No one in that. Why can't one shot?
No, Camo's still up.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I was anticipating.
I'm going for it.
I'm going for Camo. Should you be able to get it?
I can date Naz. Should be able to. I got it.
Take your time with that.
I'm going for Naz. White gas.
You're mid cat. I'm right here.
He might have seen me. Frosty's one shot. He sees me. I'm getting dated from white or from mid.
You guys let me top snipe. I'm trying to destroy.
Guys, there's a good white corner right now.
Top snipe, one shot. I got double team, dude.
Pipes with shotgun. Pipes with shotgun.
They're going BR.
Roll through that.
Behind this thing. He might push Barrows. I'm watching him.
I'm engine right now. I just saw him. He's gonna go snipe. I think he's gonna go camo.
I'm getting this. I'm one shot back.
Nice job. Guys, just want to pass, guys. I think he's gonna go camo to while. I'm really not sure.
Yeah, mid. Wild.
I'm gonna go 2 barrels. I need help. Jumping out. 2 barrels, guys. Frosty got 1 barrel. Frosty and 2. I'm coming, guys. Look at me. Stay alive.
Back cat.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna get naded, but snake bite roll 2 or 1 shot. I got 1. I'm getting in basement. I got read.
There's 2 more there.
Yeah, I'm running.
Back connector on me. Back connector.
1 shot back to barrels. Connector gonna run on sniper. Watch that.
I'm watching if you
Can't see anything.
White corner. I don't see
Yo, white corner 1 shot. I got
nice.
back cat. Frosty 1 shot. Connector.
Absolute.
Connector. Frosty was a 1 shot. I'm camo.
Absolute.
Back barrels. And sniper behind me again. I need help. Connector on me. I'm coming. Back connector. I'm trying to run. I'm gonna die, dude. Stay alive. Front snipe on me. Front snipe on me.
I got nades on.
Just do that. You're by yourself, Kyler. Just stay alive.
I got
Basement. If you want to 1 shot on the nades.
We need to try to get rail.
Rail. I'm going rail. 5 seconds. Good job, Kyler. There might be up there. I missed my jump, dude. Top snipe under you. Front snipe. Watch out! Front side, Frosty. Front side, Frosty.
Get a melee, dude.
Underpass.
You need two on me?
Underpass. Shoddy. They got rail, top rail. And barrels. We're gonna lose Shoddy if Kyler dies. Right here.
Yeah,
Two barrels. Two barrels.
Shoddy. They have Shoddy. Back at. We have everything. What about Cam?
It's like third. Snipe balls, shotgun, and there's a railgun on me as well. They have both power weapons and connector, dude. I killed shotgun. Railgun is on pipes. 5 seconds camo. He's gonna be death teaming you, Eric. Be careful.
Yeah, I'm getting rope. Bottom rope.
Camel's up.
Two on BR.
Camel might be up.
Very, very hectic communication coming out from Envy, but they are getting their point across. But that's what happens when you're playing against the best team, or one of the best teams in the world in Optic Gaming. They add so much pressure that it causes you to have to call out like a madman. And here you have Hoop doing whatever he can to stay alive. Over down towards the trench. She's just going to fall off towards the bottom of the map. Meanwhile, you do have the railgun being dropped by Royal 2 as well. So a little bit of a poor man setup coming in here. You have BR base and you have Nest being captured, but the good thing for Optic Gaming is they do have the weapons and the power-ups, so they could potentially get a triple cap if they wanted. Frosty not able to punch that guy off the map, staying back on. And is Snakebite able to put work with that shotgun? He is. He gets 2 kills with it and probably calls out Pistola, who is now the last guy alive for Envy.
Pistola does get taken down though as well. You've got Lethal taking over the position here by the basement. They are going to be losing BR base, so it looks like they'll have a little bit of a switcheroo here with basement and BR base. Now the focus has got to be over towards the Nest. You haven't seen Envy put any focus over there. They've got to get some type of control instead of going back and forth from BR base to basement, because that's going to be a losing battle for them. You're not going to have too much control there. You're just going to see Lethal fall. Let's actually go on over to Snakebite, who's waiting for the railgun, and Camo is also coming up in 45 seconds. So if they can get this control, then they'll be able to further their lead, but Envy slowly bringing it back.
Yeah, and we heard the Envy communication. I want to hear what's going on the side of Optic Gaming, because they're known as being the team that is calm, cool, and collected.
Grab this line, Nick on the cat. We get that railgun now?
Okay.
Next camo's 14. 14 is next camo, guys.
Where teach?
Carbine. Yeah, carbine.
We have new rail.
Nice, Matt. We have one snipe down.
Now walk open field.
Yeah, I got one field shield. Snipe down barrel shot. You guys both looking the same thing. Yeah.
Matt, where?
Snipe ball. I hit one carbine. No shield connector. Yo, bunker spawn. I just saw top engine. Connector no field.
Where is he? Where's bunker?
He's top engine. Need help.
Nice, come on.
That was him.
Two. Let's go.
Camel, guys. Camel.
I'm getting it.
I will get it. 14 shot. I got it.
Up now.
Nice, guys. Keep this up. You need a
Get basement. Yeah, I'm pushing. I'm blocking.
They're behind us.
I'm turning around with Camo.
The Camo with DJ, guys.
There's one coming top rail already.
In Nest top. Hold on, Stay alive, guys. Everybody play to left.
Bunker.
I'm gonna push this guy Nest. I'm pushing this guy Nest. Everybody be hard death. There's two Nests. DJ's behind them. I'm here, Brad. Show the SMG.
Just stay up.
Ola was the one shot. Nate carbine. White. Yeah, white corner. Everybody just
Mason door. He came out. I'm gonna hop Nest.
Alright, come get it. Get our kills. I'm no shield. He's gonna come up here in MBR.
I fell, Brad. I fell. Yeah, it's fine. Top engine.
I'm in it.
Top engine. You killed me.
I said it.
Top engine. Shotty on my X and S.
I'm going for it.
And there's a guy white. There's a guy in it.
There's one. Okay.
He's trying to get. Top engine. I don't know.
Two top engine.
Both on top engine. Oh no, absolutely.
Two real straight. Last two. I'm going straight for Nest.
There's a shotty down in it. Top round, they're waiting for your rail.
We can test real guys. We can get this and then push. We have numbers right now too.
Really weak.
Everybody live.
Temporary triple cap coming out for Optic Gaming as Envy captures BR base. Envy only going to have about 2 or 3 strong pushes here. Maybe Mikwin can get this railgun and try to help Envy out, because they need all of the weapons right now. They need all of the camos and can't really afford to make any mistakes. As that happened, you could see Mikwin realizing the situation, throwing his hands up in disgust and frustration that he lost that weapon, because that was their ticket to get back into this game. Snipe down can't even grab that because of the amount of pressure that is coming out with the grenades through Optic Gaming. Now Optic does capture BR base, but it does look like Envy should be able to get the basement as well. So here it is, the setup is coming and the camo should be dropping in the next 20 seconds.
Envy trying to fight to come back, but definitely got to point out that team chatter again. Listening to Envyus, a lot more chaotic. Optic Gaming super calm and collected. And when they did get 2 players down, not only one person said, 2 down, let's push. It was literally all of them, but they were all so calm, just 2 down, let's push, guys, 2 down, let's push. Everyone on the team was just immediately aware that 2 players went down, and they were all immediately ready to push and collapse onto Team Envyus.
Somehow Ola ends up getting camo and railgun, so this is very big right now for the side of Envy. Again, this was their opportunity to try to get back into it, but again, the points are just ticking away. Ola doesn't want to have to get into this stronghold. He wants to slay, and instead he has to capture the BR base, but look at that. Basement is captured from Optic Gaming as well, so it's virtually nullified, and actually advantage on over to Optic Gaming. This camo is pretty much useless at this point. He has to get into Nest almost immediately, so here they go. They charge in. They're both in there. The contest comes in. 99, here it is. They're going to be able to get it right at 99. However, you do have Royal 2 capturing that BR base. Snipe down. He's going to take them out. No room for error now, Mike.
Yeah, they've got to make sure they're watching Nest, though. They all came back for the BR base, and they've left Nest completely open. So they've got to get back over there. Hook does fall, Snipe down falls as well. It's all going to come down to Pistola here over by the Nest. This is up to him. He's got to get the kill, and he will get taken down by Lethal as they are able to close out game number 4.
Yeah, that was well played by Lethal, avoiding both of the grenades, challenging exactly when he needed to. And you know what? You take a look at the stats, and it's 47 to 44 in kills. Again, Optic Gaming, they're right neck and neck in terms of slays with Envy, but they're just more objective efficient.
Yeah, without a doubt, definitely when they make their pushes, they're making sure that they're able to get a capture or at least have some type of control. And if 2 or 3 go down, you're going to see those players fall along the side of Optic Gaming, not allowing Envy to really do anything. By that time, that one player has pushed up and is able to capture a stronghold. Optic Gaming is already spawning up and putting on the pressure. And you just saw so many power weapon kills from both sides, actually. 8 kills from the guys on Envy, 7 from the guys on Optic Gaming. And yeah, like you said, Optic just being a lot more efficient with everything. Power weapons, just pushing together, teamwork. But we're going into Plaza Slayer next.
Yeah, and Plaza Slayer, anything could happen. I mean, Rig Slayer was a 12 kill differential for Envy, so maybe they're just looking really strong on the Slayers, which means all they have to do is pull out one of these objectives if they end up winning all the Slayers, because there's 3 Slayers and a best of 7. This series isn't over quite yet, but I think Snipe Down's nails are. So, you know who's chomping at the bit right now, besides Snipe Down and his nails, is Liquid. They're just waiting and waiting and waiting right now, hoping and praying that they're going to face Envy, because as we saw in the interview, they match up so much better against Envy than they do Liquid, or against Optic.
Right, you are, yeah. Definitely match up so much better. See the guys on Envy trying to stay calm and collected, talking shop, figuring out what they're going to do here in this next game here at the start. Like they said, they don't know what Optic's going to do at the start of a game because they change it up so often. It's hard to know what they're going to do. And we saw earlier Optic Gaming against Straight Rippin', or sorry, against Team Liquid. Nobody picked up the OS within the first 30 to 35 seconds of the game. They just sat back. They were going to kind of let Team Liquid go for it, but they just sat back and were like, hey, go on for it. And finally, once the time or the right opportunity opened up, Optic Gaming ended up getting the overshield. So it's interesting to see what Optic Gaming kind of advances forward with, and they're the guys setting the bar. So they're always coming up with new and innovative things throughout each and every tournament.
I always try to look at the body language in between games. I've never seen Optic Gaming communicate so much in between games, and meanwhile, you have Envy kind of just sitting there with their hands on their cheeks, just a little bit upset about the missed opportunities that got away. When I look at this series, I look at the opportunity of Ola having the Rockets and all 3 dead, and Frosty being that last guy alive on the DMR is the big game-changing play of this series, but there's still plenty of opportunity for Envy to bring this back.
All right, Hook off to an early start, gets the overshield pretty much uncontested, and is making his way over towards Sniper, tries to finish off that player from Optic Gaming, not able to do so. There is a flank coming in, but Frosty will go down. 2 players still pushing over by the Sniper. You'll see another player from Optic Gaming fall, and that will be 3 down. Hook will fall, overshield is out, and the Sniper goes into the hands of Pistola.
Yeah, both of the Slayers that Envy ended up getting out of this map veto system, in my opinion, are very favorable for the red team. The red team has the faster angles and better angles for the overshield, and they typically get the Sniper because of that. and that's just something that we're seeing right now. So Book, he's a master of going for that overshield, picks it up virtually every single time, always helps Ola get it as well. And again, another map with a sniper rifle in it, and you have amazing snipers on the side of Team Envy. One of those guys being Ola, who has this weapon right now.
He's just been rotating around the map right now, trying to get out of harm's way. But we've got Hook right near him as well, over by the yard, kind of cutting off another route, just protecting him, kind of making that solidified wall around Pistola. But you see snipe down Hook fall, so he's got to be careful to not get picked off here, and he is actually going to get picked off because he had nowhere to go, kind of stuck back, trapped like a rat in the corner. Now over to Frosty, trying to help out his teammate, and we were talking about this earlier. Optic Gaming is so quick to respond, so quick to get there to help your teammate out, to help them fight a battle. If they are in need of help, always there to finish off a kill that's weak. There, Frosty picks up a one-shot kill. They're very, very efficient and good at listening and good at reacting.
That is true. So now we're all tied up 10-10. Gonna switch on over to Snakebite, see what he has in store for us. Overshield dropping any second here, Mike. So here is a big point in time in the game. Keep in mind, Envy got that one almost for free. Felt like Optic Gaming, I thought they were gonna try to go for the green gun or do something to try to counter that, but instead they just gave that up. And it's been pretty nice for them considering the score.
And then you see Royal 2 get the overshield as we jump into observer mode, get some help down low, but wow, you're gonna see Snipe Down completely drain his OS with that storm rifle. Royal 2 will get flanked from behind from a player by the hotel. This is still a close game, 15-14. Envy looking to keep up this pace and just try and lengthen their lead. That next sniper's coming up, and look at this. You have Envy all just slowly making their way over towards the nest, slowly trying to make their way to keep this area in control. There is a player here just hiding, waiting, trying to be a nuisance when the sniper comes up, and what a nuisance he is. He's still alive, but that sniper will eventually go into the hands of Mickwin.
Gonna switch on over to observer mode and find out where these guys are. Never mind, that's a little bit glitchy over here. Let's gonna go right on back over here and see what's going on with Frosty's point of view. And we'll stick with Frosty off the respawn because this guy is gonna be a player that comes alive as 3 players drop on Envy. And Mike, thanks for switching it. As I said, we're gonna stay on.
Yeah, Royal 2 gets the sniper. We gotta jump on board with Royal 2. Let's see what he's gonna be up to. He does have 7 shots left. We haven't seen too much from him with the sniper yet this tournament, just a little bit. Normally we see him really just kind of being that key sniper of his team, but little by little as this team has stuck together, they have all been able to step into that role. Royal 2 now in one of his favorite spots for Optic Gaming, controlling the loop, and they're controlling the nest, keeping the other team at bay over by the cafe, the hotel, and they're even, Optic Gaming is even blocking yards, so these players are just stuck at the hotel and stuck at cafe, and they cannot push out. Optic Gaming just in a prime position. Royal 2 will get pegged though, try to stay alive. Nice 1v1 battle at bottom middle between Snakebite and Hook. Snakebite doing a phenomenal job at staying alive over here. And look at this, you're gonna have Royal 2 respond to a teammate over here as he will finish up that kill as well. Optic Gaming now up by 3 kills, still sniper in hand. Gets the body shot, not able to finish as well. But what Royal 2 is doing right now, he's anchoring all the spawns. So he's forcing every player from Envy to keep spawning over by that cafe or over at bottom left, because he's sitting back by the loop. He's allowing his teammates to kind of roam around, and his teammates to know, we don't have to worry about someone flanking us. We've got Royal 2 sitting back, choking that spawn.
While all this happened, Frosty had picked up the overshield too, so Optic Gaming with complete control right now, both of the things that they want, that overshield and the sniper rifle in their hands. Only 1 game away from making their way into the grand finals, and again, Team Liquid just sitting there and waiting for the loser of this match. And you know that they want to play Envy based on their series earlier against Optic Gaming. And if we see another repeat of HCS Las Vegas, Mike, it's going to be a doozy.
Yeah, we are going to have a long event ahead of us. We're going to see another Game 7 from them. Royal 2 now up at the sneaky, yellow sneaky right now, trying to get some shots on the players that are now spawning over by the loop. Going for the perfect kill with their light rifle, narrowly misses, but look at Optic Gaming. You see Royal 2 back away from the loop spawn, everyone is just on point. They block the spawns over by the lift. They block the spawns over by Cafe, knowing that they're forcing everyone to spawn on Envy over back by the loop, and they just collapse on them. I mean, they're pretty much Optic Gaming is the bread, and you've got Envy, they're the turkey and the cheese here in this middle of this challenging sandwich.
I had no idea where you're going with that one. I was like just waiting and waiting and waiting, but okay. I'll take it. But either way, look at this. While we're talking and joking, it seems like Envy has kind of clawed back into this. Only 5 kills now. What's going on with that overshield is going to be the big point now. But let's go on over to Snipe Down because he has the weapon that is in his name.
All right, let's see if he's going to be able to make some magic happen here. Only down by 3. Taking it slow, moving around over towards the loop, trying to get some control by the loop. That's going to be 2 down, only down by 1 right now. They're able to potentially get a 4th kill here. They do, and we are all tied up 34-34. Envy hanging on for dear life, trying to win game number 5. Snipe Down just where we saw Royal 2 moments ago. Still has a good chunk of ammo as well, but no player on his team nearby. Let's actually jump into observer mode with Snipe Down to see where these players are at. You're going to see this player sneaking up behind him, and they will spot him. Down to 1 shot, both players. 1 shot, Snipe Down with a phenomenal aggressive push to stay alive, and look at him just soaring through bottom middle, trying to keep himself alive. You've got Envy blocking off that spawn, or blocking off that route over there by the loop, and now Snipe Down's able to come back and stay alive here over by the posters, just rotating completely around. Exactly what we saw Optic do. Envy playing really well right now. Let's see if they can keep this up though.
Yeah, it's virtually tied up here. They have position. I'd rather be an Envy spot in this particular game, but if we're talking about the series, definitely rather be in Optic Gaming shoes. Unfortunately, for Snipe Down, a couple players dropping all around him. He makes up for it with 2 nice snipe shots instead. And look at this, Mike, another rotation coming in because of the fact that players did charge over down towards that poster area where Snipe Down lost most of his team's support. Now Hook is going to trade kills down towards bottom center. They finally have the eyes on Snipe Down, so Snipe Down doing the smart play, realizing that they're communicating where he's at and not overextending his stay and his welcome. So he's just setting up over here, posturing top center. Why? Because that overshield is the next big focal point. Whoever's going to be able to get this overshield should get a 2 or 3 kill advantage, and that's pretty much all you need now with a game so close. There you can see it has popped up here. Kenny hit the clutch shots, grenades coming in. Multiple players gets the back smack, but no, that back smack, was it worth the player picking up the overshield? He had to make that play, but it was Snakebite, as you saw, come through and grab the OB.
Yeah, he's got 1 shot left. They're down by 2 now, but literally playing a game of cat and mouse right now, trying to chase down Snipe Down as he's back just about a minute ago after he did a full rotation around the map. 1 shot left, gets predicted. What a splinter grenade by Snakebite to just completely predict that location of Snipe Down. Snakebite charging in with that overshield, going for the double, almost picks it up. We're now at 46-41. Optic Gaming looking like they may take this series here, making themselves guaranteed to play in the grand finals. Envy will have a long road ahead of them though.
They sure will. We'll find out what's going to happen here very shortly. 2.5 minutes left. Envy has not a insurmountable comeback, but this is definitely something that Optic Gaming is not going to let slip out of their hands, being so close to moving into the grand finals. As you can see, they're just going to drop down on a Snipe Down, 2 kills away from stamping their way into the grand finals and securing a handful of cash moving forward. But you know they don't want just top 2. They want that #1 spot, trying to remain that #1 team, as we all know that they have been throughout so long in the Pro League. Yes, you do have the #1 seed in terms of the regular season here in Envy, but they haven't been able to prove it to Optic Gaming on this big stage quite yet.
Optic Gaming taking it slow right now. No need to rush. They have all the time in the world. Time is on their side. 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the game. Envy needs to be the one to make a push. Look at this nicely placed grenade flying across the map. Doesn't hit Royal 2 though. Another one coming flying in, but Snipe Down's gonna fall. It's 49-42, looking in favor of Optic Gaming. Royal 2 just ready to pull the trigger and rip off the face, but he will have a teammate finish the kill, and Optic Gaming will defeat Envy and move on to the grand finals.
What a series from Optic Gaming, just coming out and dominating. That game was very, very close for quite some time, but just seemed like Optic Gaming knew exactly the scenario that they wanted to do, and kind of a rough series there for Envy. I don't think that they were playing nearly as good as they had hoped for, and it seemed like Optic Gaming just came out full force, focused, ready to go, and now Envy, they're gonna drop to the losers bracket and go against a Liquid team that is ready to go, especially after the reverse sweep that they just pulled off, all playing extremely hot, all playing at a very high level. They're gonna have to brush this loss off and get focused.
Right, you are, Tom. Definitely a sigh of relief. Well, not even a sigh of relief, just probably feeling pretty good if you're Optic Gaming, just knowing that, hey, we're back where we were the previous event, the event before that, and even the event before that. HWC, HCS Orange County, and then HCS Las Vegas, but it sounds like we do have an interview on the floor, so down to you.
Thank you very much, Mag. Yes, on the floor with Lethal. Lethal, find yourself in a grand finals once again. This is becoming quite a common thing now for yourself more than out in Halo. Generic question, but first of all, how's it feel taking down Envyus?
I mean, that's just like part of it. It's just really important to win the winners finals. I always say winners finals is probably the most important series, especially when you have to lose twice. You know, just going into the finals, knowing you have to lose twice is just like a reassurance. I mean, you never want to get to that point, but it's nice to have it.
One thing that I've, as a caster watching you guys, when we go to a listing, your team is just so calm and collective compared to anybody else. Do you think, is that one of the main things about this roster? You're just so comfortable and you just find this kind of so easy, it just comes in your stride? Because compared to everyone else seems to be really chaotic and all over the place, but everyone on the opposite green wall just seems to kick back and just take it all in the stride.
Yeah, honestly, I kind of lucked out on that because when I joined the team, I never really played with Snakebite or Royal 2. I played with Frosty a little bit, but he never even talked. So I didn't really know how. I never really knew how we were going to communicate. And then when I switched from EG, I mean, the twins, they have good communication, but sometimes, you know, they get a little rowdy. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just all our personality. It's the same thing with us. We don't freak out when we win. I know people don't like that, but it's just kind of all business.
So next up, we're going to have losers finals. Envyus, they're going to be going up against Liquid. Liquid pretty much kind of caught fire going up against Straight earlier on, and Spark the Dog was hitting the complete world. Do you think you're going to be seeing these guys in the grand finals again, or do we have some sort of, you know, kind of shining light coming out of Team Liquid?
Well, first off, RIP Straight Rippin', that was hard to watch. You know, I'm biased in that series, so that was just terrible for it to end that way. But I don't know. Liquid in our first series definitely was a little underwhelming, but I think they're playing better. And I mean, Liquid did 3-1 them in the winners finals at Vegas, and took them to Game 7 in the second best of 7, and they honestly should have won that game. So if we see that Liquid, I don't know. It could be 50-50, but Envy played us pretty close. So
thank you very much, guys. Round of applause for Greenwall. First team through to the grand final. The trophy's there. It's literally within the reaching distance of this team. We're going to take a very short break after this. Loser finals coming up. Don't go anywhere.